Alright guys, me and Heath are out here on Lake Nottely. We are doing a little bit of practicing this afternoon. We had ball games this morning. We have some tournaments coming up. So I heard the largemouth have moved up really well. They're on horizontal wood, so we're gonna come out here and give her a go, see if we can't get on some fish today. And have some fun. Here at Smoketimeoutdoors, we like to have fun. We're on the main body of the lake. There's two really good pockets right here, a bunch of docks and stuff in them, and then a third pocket over there has got some timber and stuff in it. So we're gonna try to locate some fish, get ready to rock and roll. Water temperature is 66 degrees. It's about 78 outside. Got a little bit of a breeze, so that's good. Mostly cloudy. Oh God, he's come off. It's a good size one too, about a 3-pounder. Okay then, that's a good size fish. I just had a little one follow me in, but I think it's a brim. There he is. There you go, son. Hey, chartreuse, babe. I don't know if it's gonna work. Feel his tongue. Feel it. If it's rough or smooth.
Can't see his tongue.
What do you mean? Right here.
He's holding up in the back.
Right here. Is it rough patch?
Uh-huh.
Spotted patch.
What do you think?
Man, why you leave this stuff out?
Sorry.
You trying to kill me?
Sorry. What do you think? About a pound?
Yeah, pound and a quarter. And it's a spot. That's the thing. It's like we hit a sandy bottom. I was like, oh, largemouth territory. Then boom, catch a spot. What the heck? You know?
What the heck?
Don't even make no sense. But whatever, we'll take it.
What the heck? He hit that right off the rip.
Like as soon as it went in.
Yeah.
That's chartreuse. Keep that in mind. Like pay attention to how they bite. Like if it's as soon as it hits the water, that means they're aggressive. You know what I mean? They're gonna hit it.
Oh yeah, he is. As soon as he hit the water and tore it.
See, I hadn't had a bite yet on watermelon seed.
Hey, what do you say?
And we're back in the back of a pocket too, so that's another thing we gotta keep in mind. Okay, we didn't catch anything out there on the point. Well, I hooked one, but I knew it was a spot. I seen it. But yeah, 1/4 ounce weight. Chartreuse tail. Green pumpkin. Let me just keep these things in mind so you start getting bit on that a little more. Mm-hmm. I don't get nothing on watermelon seed, then we just switch up. That's all. Teamwork, baby.
That's it.
Something hit that. I don't know what that was, but something hit that. I went to pick up on it and it went doom. I said, oh, fish. Get him, son, get him. And it might be just area, you know. That's all we're trying to do right now. We got to get 5 first. Yeah, chase them shad, throw that swim bait in there. So like, man, this is set up too good for not to catch a largemouth, you know. Actually got a bite. Felt good. Yeah, I'll do much better in this coming pocket right here. From right here on to the next one around that point. Yeah. But I don't fish that pocket very much. I just figured, I knew there was some brush piles in there and I knew it was sandy bottom. I was like, you know, we better try it. Tournament coming up. There's right after this next dock. Right there. Mm-hmm. That wall right there is all natural rock. I usually get into a group of spots right there. I mean, I've caught some 3- and 4-pounders right there, so could add to our total pretty good. But we're not getting much out on the docks, so I'm thinking they're relating more so to the bank than they are the dock. I don't know if we should just basically just skip the outside of the docks and just, you know, pitch against the bank to the backs of them. I'm not sure yet. we hadn't really, it's not like we really started catching a lot of fish on the bank either.
Yeah.
You know, so, but then again, I can't judge too much off of that one pocket just because I don't ever really get into a bunch of fish in there. It's onesies, twosies kind of thing. In this pocket though, I'll go through at one time and catch 6 or 7. So yeah, right around that big point right there, there's a bunch of logs and laydowns and natural rock bank going down through there, and a couple of big brush piles. So if we get in there and right off the bat, boom, 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 we'll be like, oh, okay, you know. But it's just as important to eliminate water as it is to find water, so that's why we practice. Yeah, this is natural rock bank right here. In the afternoon, usually we'll go, me and Ree and Munch, I fished it, I caught 4 in a row, and then we just turned around and went back and fished it again. It's only a little 50-yard stretch, so we turned around and fished it again, and I caught 2 more. I was like, okay. So yeah, they were just grouped up in this one spot. Much better. Maybe a pound. So that, hang on, wait. Does he look bigger? All right, boys and girls, we're up to 2 1/4 pounds. You see that? This is just a rock ledge, rock wall, but there's deeper water where we are. So, and dude, when he bit that, I mean, he bit it. Like, I just seen my line running. So I was like, okay, no doubt a bite. At first, I didn't even think I hooked him. Because I was like, I hit him, and then they were slacking the line. I was like, oh, I guess I missed him. And then I started reeling, and there he was. I'm like, okay. Well, I changed that weight. Got bit. That's all I tell you. I mean, it's so weird, man. These fish are so freaking weird. They do not like that thing to fall fast. They like it just to kind of marinate. Dude, he just in the middle of that rock wall. Nothing. And I guarantee we threw a crankbait or something that moves through there, we'd have never caught the fish. Yeah. That's what's so weird, man. It's like it's just got to be slow. But this whole bank going down through here is mostly natural, and they'll be all set up on that bank right there. Okay, Dan. Hope that's. I hope y'all watch that. There you go. That's how you do it, Steve. Got it. Got it. All right, you just do your thing then. Don't quit flopping. That's a pretty good one right there, boys and girls.
That's worth weighing.
Well, I pitched over there, and then this cable was going over the back of the boat, so I was watching it. Then I seen my line running, so I hooked it with one hand, and boom, baby. That's probably, man, that's a 2 1/4. Yeah. It might be a little better than that. You know how my scale weighs a little light? I don't even know where my scale is.
Should be in that front.
Since we're only practicing, I mean, that's a solid 2 1/4, 2 1/2. So we'll call it 2 1/2. We know my scale weighs light. That puts us up to, what's that, 4 3/4?
Yep.
Of course, we'd be all in a debacle when I hook up good fish or decent fish. I told you this is a better pocket. I have no idea why.
Go ahead and get the net out.
I know this may seem dumb what we're doing because we're not fishing it that fast, but I mean, that's how we get bit. I can sit up here all day long and run crankbait up and down this. I can run a chatterbait, or I can run a spinnerbait and fish through it fast and not get bit. But then come around and fish the same bank with a worm, just dragging it slow, pitching it, you know, targets like overhanging limbs or rocks or what have you, and we get bit. So do what the fish are telling you to do. Don't just fish the way you want to fish and not catch nothing. Change it up. If you're not getting bit, change it up. And I mean, hey, when they're getting it, they're getting it. I mean, they're grabbing it and running with it.
Yeah. Yeah, mine did too.
So.
I've already caught my limit for the day.
Yeah, you did. You ain't gonna catch no more. For some reason, every time we go fishing, he catches one fish. Sometimes it's first thing in the morning. Sometimes it's late in the afternoon, but he always catches one fish and that's it. But not today. He's gonna catch 3. I catch another one like this, I'm gonna tell you, switch to that lighter weight.
Yeah, I am.
I tell you, it's something. I mean, it's just something about it. Something about it. The rate of fall. It's just they tend to like it a little better, you know. But all these docks in here, it don't matter which dock it is. This one, all of these back in here, it's got. I don't know if it's because the pocket's tight and it's got mostly natural cover. I don't know, but they tend to hold in this a lot more. That's why I almost never even fished that pocket over there. I was just like, you know what? It's the afternoon. I'm normally out here in the morning. Let's try something slightly different, you know, just in case. And it shows true again. Well, we catch 1 fish in there, yeah. And that's usually what it's good for. 1 or 2 fish in that pocket, and that's it. But you spend an hour and a half doing that, and you're wasting your time, you know. I will tell you another thing. These docks, occasionally, if it's set up right, you'll catch them out on the end, but most of the time it's on the back side of the dock. So that's why I go into every pocket like that, so I can fish the back side of the dock. I don't just ride out here and go across the front of them. It's just so crazy that man, you got to work this thing so slow, like a shaky head, you know. I just prefer the bigger hook, the 4-aught. So we're running right there, just a Texas rig, pegged weight, got a Florida weight in there screwed into the head of a Senko worm. I prefer that over a shaky head just because I like the bigger hook. I can fish it with a little bit heavier line, and that's just my preference, you know. A lot of guys catch them on a shaky head and they enjoy to do that. I just like having a little bit more backbone on the rod and being able to fish with a heavier pound line in here around these docks and stuff. But we get the same results. See, that slow fall, I guarantee that's what the difference is. Switch to 8-ounce weight and been bit 3 times. Caught 2 of them. And using the same worm. It ain't like, oh, we changed baits. Nope. That's the only thing we changed was the weight of that head. So crazy. That last one's a little bigger than I thought he was. Like when I went to pull him up over that cable. Good thing is when we fish tournaments on here, most of the time, 10 or 12 pounds will put you in the top 10.
5 fish?
Yeah, 5 fish limit. 10, 12 pounds, put you in the top 10. So you average a 2-pound fish on 5 fish, got a pretty decent chance of at least, you know, finishing good or, you know, a little bit of the money or what have you. See, we're amateur anglers. We got a hunting and fishing show. It'll be on the Hunt channel. We started with a YouTube channel, but we signed a contract to do 10 fishing shows and 10 hunting shows. And anybody can fish these tournaments that we're in. So, you know, we're not out here fishing against professionals necessarily, but we are fishing against locals who know these lakes real well. So we come out here and fish and have fun and kind of show y'all our strategies and stuff and have a good time doing it. We appreciate all y'all watching for sure. You know, Rebecca's gonna be complaining about that guy cleaning in the background. You're not allowed to fish near anybody.
She has something to complain about.
You're not allowed to fish near anybody pressure washing or cutting grass because it's so much harder with the audio. I'll just ask them to quit. How about that? Listen, I know you're at your own house on your own dock on a Saturday, but I need you to stop so I can film. I don't see.
Editor's gonna be really mad.
I don't see it going over very well. Brought to you this week.
Take 2 to the chest.
Yeah. I say brought to you this week, UFC Fight Night. 2 fishermen throw hands with a pressure washer. Watch this, he's gonna be right up there on that dock. See where the steps go down in the water?
Squirrel right here.
I see him. I promise you, that's where they're gonna be, right back in this back little area right here. Get out from under there. buddy. Other 1 pounder. Now what we up to?
5.5.
Yeah, we caught 3. 1 pound, yeah, so 5 and 3/4.
Yeah, that's right, 5 3/4.
That's what I was telling you about this pocket. It don't matter what part of the dock you're on. I pitched that thing way up under there, and it just kept running. And I was like, surely it's not that deep. I looked over at my fish finder, and it was like 9 feet. I was like, oh crap. Hey, switch over to that lighter weight.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, that's the difference maker, man. It is. All right. So we're up to 4 fish today, for a total of about 5 3/4 pounds, almost 6 pounds, because we're judging them a little bit light just to kind of get an idea. But I can't find my scale. It's in there somewhere. I found the one that ain't got no clip on it, and that one, dude, he grabbed it and ran with it. That's what I'm saying, right? And there ain't no doubt when you're getting a bite. Still waiting. I'm waiting for that one to just pick it up and sit there with it. I just feel like I'm going to miss them, you know. Now that one I actually hooked good, like sunk it. I just know there's going to be a fish over here on this side. That's what I did over there. I fished one side of the steps coming down in the water, didn't get a bite. Fished the other side, caught a 2.5 pounder. This time I'll try not to get all up on the cable. Note to self, when you're pitching and flipping, don't hit the dock, go under it.
How about over it?
What'd I just say, Heath?
You said note to self.
Oh, note to Heath. Note to everybody. That's the crazy thing, man, is this whole pocket will be like that. Every little bit you'll get bit. All right now, fish are in the water, Heath, not on top. Fish the backside of this dock really good. Perfect. Sometimes you lay it on the edge and you just let it fall right in the water. Perfect. Wow, okay. I know, look like a freaking rookie out here. I guess we are amateurs, we did say that, right? Like I never pitched dock before.
For the record, though, I did catch like 4 last day in Texas.
Did you?
Yeah. Caught a catfish.
Oh.
And 3 bass.
Yeah, the catfish don't count though. But you did catch 3 or 4 bass off the back of the boat, I remember that. Throwing that swim bait back there. It is just so crazy how changing that one weight will make all the difference in the world when getting bit or not.
I need a fat dip in my mouth, in my fat lip.
Hand slipped off the reel. Buddy, that's how the professionals do it right here. I'm gonna say that one don't score. Well, it's 12 inches long. As long as he's 12 inches long, he counts, but he ain't but about 12 ounces.
That's getting generous.
That's being real generous. Technically, that was illegal too. And that put us up over a whopping 6.5 pounds. This next little cove, not this one, but the deeper one, there's a couple of really good docks at the back of that we usually catch fish off of. I want to fish it, then I want to run out to that point because there's no docks left. It's just a big long bank. And usually there's some fish sitting out on that rocky point right there. So we'll fish it. And then we'll go back to that last pocket. Get out of there. Oh, it's a good one. There's another one with him.
Yeah, I see it.
Yeah, that's a large mouth. That's what we was after. Ooh, that's every bit of 4 pounds. I'll call you back, Tim Worley. Oh yeah, that's a stud right there. At least 4 pounds. I mean, at least. Yeah, I know it. What was I about to say? So we're going to lose a 12 ouncer and replace it with a 4 pounder. Yep. So that puts us at 9.5-ish. Tank. And that's exactly what we planned on doing, was coming in here pitching and flipping on wood. But we wanted to go out and try a couple of other things to see whether or not we could find them somewhere else, because we kind of had a feeling we had some MRI that let us know big ones like that were laying on cover, horizontal cover. So we tried something else. First piece of horizontal cover back in this pocket, boom. And there's another one in there with it, probably 2 or 3 pounds. So we're gonna see if we can't get that one. What you gonna say about that, Heath Lane?
It's in the money right here, baby.
See that fish? He did not bite it like the spot. I just picked it up and I felt him on there. You know how those spots took him, were swimming with it? Oh, buddy. That's solid right there. That's another 2.5 at least. You notice something about both them fish? They're out on the end of the tree.
Yeah.
There we go. Another 2.5 pounder. So that's a 4 pounder, 2 3/4, 2.5. How much is that?
4, 2 3/4, 6 3/4, 2.5, 8 and 9 1/4.
That's 9 1/4.
Yep.
And then we had 2 more that were about a 1.25 pounds, 1.5 pounds type fish. So we're running about 12 pounds roughly right now. We're gonna fish these last little couple brush piles. We're gonna call it a good practice day. Well, that's you know, it was out at the end of that brush pile, and then we fished these logs close to the bank. It didn't get bit, and then we went around this one, and I threw out on the end of it, like literally right off the side of the boat. Boom, set the hook, and there he was, another 2.5 pounder. So if that tells you a little bit of something, I want to fish this little pocket right here, but then fish that whole brush pile, because I know they're in it. Like to get a hold of another good one, we can hold another good one. We'll have a 15-pound bag, you know. Replace a 1 pounder with a 4 pounder, that's a 3 pound difference. Pull him out of there, son. Oh, he's laying.
I say that'll erase one of them other ones.
Oh yeah, that's a 3 pounder.
Shit.
I say we're up to about 14 pounds now.
Take a picture of this one. Biggest one yet.
Hey, son.
2.
2. We're winning. You got to catch one more. Remember?
Oh yeah, Texas.
Well, I said you was gonna catch 3 today.
He hit it. He hit it again. And then he hit it. I snatched it.
Dear God, how many times you want him to hit it?
I mean, he didn't hit it good.
I think the highest weight that I have seen on a tournament here is 16 pounds. And we're at about 14, huh?
How many fish?
5. 5 fish, 16 pounds.
And that just erased one of them.
1 pounder. Yeah, and we just gained about 3 pounds from 12. No, we gained 2 pounds. Sorry, it was a 3 pounder. So that right there, we're at about 14 pounds right there. I'd say that's pretty solid. Pretty good practice day we got going here. We're gonna fish these last 2 little trees and then we are jetting. This little pocket is always good for a few fish, you know, and usually they're pretty good. All right, boys and girls. We are gonna wrap up our practice day. We have found really solid fish, 3 pounders, 4 pounders. They are on horizontal cover out toward the ends of trees. So there's a bunch of that we can fish around this lake. Practice makes perfect. Heath Lane done caught him a 3 pounder and a 1 pounder, and I don't know, I caught what, 6 or 7 fish, and best being about 4 pounds. Actually, I think that fish might have been a little bit better, but you know, we're trying to be on the lighter side of things. So we got a 14-15 pound bag for the day, and we'll see how the tournament goes. Practice makes perfect.